just get down in here and clean out this gunk right here as effectively. So we're gonna get some hot water going. And so today's video is all about the protein skimmer. We're gonna take a look at how I clean my protein skimmer and get it working properly for the reef tank. So it's actually pulling out that junk that we don't want in our systems, right? If our protein skimmer is not working properly, then it's not removing anything from the reef tank and it's just not doing anything. So a quick overview of what I got going on in the tank or in the sump down below. It's pretty simple setup: a protein skimmer, a refugium. I am running that aquachar in that bag in the back there. Now I am dosing kalkwasser to the system instead of running an auto top off, and I'll do a whole video on that later. I need to do a little bit of TLC down here in the sump area, and that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna remove the protein skimmer, at least the cup. We're gonna clean out the cup. We're gonna clean out the neck of the skimmer here. We're gonna wipe this area down, get this salt creep off. But right here, you'll notice in the neck of the protein skimmer, it's pretty dirty in there. And when the neck of your skimmer is dirty like that, nothing is gonna push past that. So it's all filled up. Basically, all of that gunk that's being pulled out of the tank is now just stuck to the side of the neck, and that's not allowing anything to go farther than that. So we're gonna have to get in there, wipe that out, clean this area out, make sure the neck of the skimmer is clean, empty the cup, and then I also have in a Vast Marine swabby on here. I need to clean that off. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug the skimmer, which is this one right here, and the swabby, which is this one right here. I'm gonna unplug both of those. That way the skimmer is off and the swabby is unplugged. So now I can take this lid off with no problems. Okay, so here is the swabby, and I don't advise you letting it get this bad. Like I said, neglecting it and letting it build up like that is not the best thing to do, but we're gonna get that cleaned up. We're gonna go ahead and get the cup out of here. Just get down in here and clean out this gunk right here. When you don't clean your skimmer in a while, it will gunk up like that on you. It's not the best, but you can get in here and pull some of that out without having to deep clean the skimmer. Now, if you want to deep clean the skimmer, you can take the entire body of your skimmer out of your sump, and you're going to use a vinegar water solution to clean that out. And you can get down there in some of the water that's in the body of the skimmer and really wipe that and clean out the inside. And it's not going to smell too good, but you know what? That is a protein skimmer. Has that unique, distinct smell. But I mean, this is a process you got to go through, especially if you neglect it for a little bit, which sometimes happens. Sometimes life just happens and you don't check your skimmer in a while. Or maybe you get on a routine where you're checking your skimmer every week, making sure that it's working properly. It all depends on what you are keeping in your aquarium and how much your aquarium really depends on your protein skimmer. Okay, so here we are at the bathroom sink, and you can see here's the skimmer cup, and it's not too bad on the inside because it wasn't working as effectively. So we're gonna get some hot water going, and all we're gonna do is rinse that down here. Now, if it's too cakey, you might not want to rinse it down your sink. So a little tip that I have, so that you're not rinsing stuff down your bathroom sink, is to grab some toilet paper, and as you are rinsing, just wipe it and throw it in the trash can. So usually if you're staying on top of this, you'll be able to rinse this very quickly, and using warm water, it's going to come right off. And you can use your sink water, that's perfectly fine. Whatever you need to do to get in here and get this cleaned out and rinsed out is really what we're doing here. Get in here with a napkin, get in here with a paper towel, a small cloth, a towel, whatever you need to do to clean this out. You want to make it nice and clean here in the neck. And then you're going to let it dry, or get a paper towel or drying cloth and dry out the inside, because you don't want to put any of this water in your reef tank. So we just want to dry that off, make it nice and clean as possible. Alright, so this is the next thing that I'm going to clean off. I'm going to wipe this guy down, clean him out. Same thing, some hot water, and we're going to get in here. So whenever I'm wiping this out, I'll wipe the best that I can, and then just throw that away. Okay, so now that we have our protein skimmer cup pretty much clean, pretty clean there in the cup, you want the neck of it to be clean like I was mentioning before. But once you have that clean, and well, for me, I have this to clean as well. So this is clean and ready to go. And if you don't know anything about what this device does, this is the swabby from Avast Marine Works. And what this does is it helps clean the neck of your skimmer. There's a motor in here that will rotate this squeegee around, and it will keep the neck of your protein skimmer clean. As long as you have your protein skimmer working properly and everything plugged in, ready to go, it's gonna keep cleaning the neck constantly. So it's a pretty awesome device. Put that in there. There we go, but you slide that in like that. What that's gonna do is keep that neck clean. Okay, so we'll give the protein skimmer a minute to come back on. And once that's on, we're gonna take a look at the bubbles that are forming in the neck. Now when you're fine tuning your protein skimmer, you wanna make sure that your bubbles are as small as possible to help that contact time in the neck, or in the body and the neck of your protein skimmer. And then for best results, at least in my opinion, I've always liked a wet skim. So that's more of that brownish green liquid skim mate that you get in the cup versus that very just dry, gunky collection. So if you notice in your protein skimmer that it's not working properly and it's not pulling out any waste or collecting in the cup, and it's just building up in the neck or the body of your protein skimmer, you want to go ahead and just pull that cup out, clean out the inside, clean out the neck, the cup, make sure everything is clean, dry it all off, put it back together, and then you'll be good to go to set it up and fine tune it. But there was definitely a lot of gunk just caked onto my protein skimmer, and you kind of don't want to wait that long before you start cleaning it. But if you do go through that same experience that I had, just get all of that gunk out of the body of your skimmer, out of the neck of your collection cup, and just take that to a sink, rinse it out like we did, make sure everything is clean. So whenever you are watching your protein skimmer, of course you can let that cup fill up, but you want to make sure you're emptying that out, keeping everything clean for it to work properly for you. So if you've enjoyed this video, then I know you're gonna like this video right over here. Go ahead, click or tap your screen to watch that. Thank you so much for subscribing to the Coral Reef Talk, and I'll see you in the next one.